It's Friday again, which means top gaming stories and poor attempts at humor are headed your way for the next 3 to 4 minutes. Let's get that started. Destiny has a new weapon type, the trusty sidearm. During their Prison of the Elders livestream this week, Bungie also announced that players will now be able to equip these new classes of guns as secondary weapons, which have elemental damage and a super high rate of fire, probably because they're all tiny and stuff. The new guns also feature high stability and reload stats. The Prison of the Elders is a new co-op arena mode and will be included with the upcoming House of Wolves expansion. Next up, Warner Bros. Has earned the ire of gamers by announcing a fairly expensive DLC pack for Batman Arkham Knight. You'd think they'd just learned to expect it by now. The DLC comes in the form of a $40 season pass, which will let you play as Batgirl in her own story expansion, play as Batman in new story missions, play as the whole damn team in an add-on called Gotham City Stories, and get things like character skins, iconic Batmobiles, themed race tracks, and some crime fighter challenge maps. That might sound like quite a few features, but a lot of gamers still felt like they weren't getting enough Bat for their buck, particularly considering the initial lack of detail provided by the publisher concerning what gamers will get for their money, which is more than half the cost of the actual game. Warner Bros. Have said that they will be releasing more details later on. This week's free stuff is for those of you who've already picked up Age Inquisition. The first piece of free DLC is what BioWare are calling a quote, premier shopping destination, where you can buy all the weapons, crafting materials, and items you need, as well as gaining access to the Mirror of Transformation, which lets you change your protagonist's facial features. The other block of DLC is multiplayer focused and lets you craft an item called Dragon's Call, so you can face off against dragons to up the ante. This pack also adds a new Ferelden Castle and 3 new agents to fight with, including Skywatcher, a bard called Zither the Virtuoso, and Isabella from Dragon Age 2, who my Dragon Age 2 protagonist actually broke up with to pursue Anders, so I guess that'll make things awkward for Hawk in Skyhold. Next up, World of Warcraft has lost almost 3 million subscribers in 3 months, but it's still topping the MMO charts. Warcraft had 7.1 million subscribers on March 31, down from the 10 million they had at the end of 2014. Activision Blizzard aren't deterred though, insisting that price increases in some regions, as well as a quote, strong uptake of value-added service, soften the blow of the lost subscribers. Despite the drop, WoW remains the top subscription-based MMO in the world. Finally, there's been a bit of drama between Green Man Gaming and CD Projekt Red, and here's where we're at with it. GMG has been offering digital codes of The Witcher 3 for $39, although CD Projekt insist they never made a deal to give GMG those codes, so they could be illegitimate. GMG have since come out to say that they tried to sort out a deal with CD Projekt but were unsuccessful. So they have been sourcing keys from third-party retailers that CD Projekt did decide to work with. That has allayed some concerns that CD Projekt would be getting no money from the sales of those keys. GMG said they suspect that the publisher opted not to work with retailers who would be competing with their newly launched DRM-free platform, GOG Galaxy. As for how this affects you, GMG said they were taking a hit to their profits to get you the game cheaper. But if you want to support CD Projekt directly, you can always fork out another $20 to pick up The Witcher 3 on GOG Galaxy, or wherever else takes your fancy. Let me know down in the comments what you cared about this week, and if you think World of Warcraft is going to be knocked off its pedestal anytime soon, and why or why not. As for what's on site this week, check out my Gist episode on the best gaming mods ever. Lucy goes over the hardest gaming goodbyes in 2 minutes, and catch the very last Cam and Seb episode of Skyrim mods. That is it from me this week. Be sure to have yourselves an awesome weekend, and I will catch you again on Monday.